that they have decided to offer a relocation package of, guess how much, guys? The UK government is offering a relocation package of £10,000. Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Ada, and I'm very happy to have you on my YouTube channel today. And believe me, guys, I come bearing very exciting. A teacher? Do you know somebody who teaches sciences? Do you know a physics teacher? Do you know a chemistry teacher? Or a teacher who teaches any other language apart from English, who is interested in relocating to the UK? Please tell the person to come close, because I have very important and vital information on how you can migrate to the UK as a teacher. You can actually come over as using a teacher trainee course and eventually become a teacher in the UK. And this is not just all I'm going to be sharing. I'm going to also let you know today that the UK government is in desperate need of science teachers, that they have decided to offer a relocation package of, guess how much, guys? The UK government is offering a relocation package of £10,000. Yes, I know, you heard me right. They are offering a relocation package of £10,000 to any science teacher outside the UK who is willing to undertake this teacher's trainee course over here in the UK, get their QTS, that's their qualified teaching status, get a postgraduate certificate in teaching, and then become a teacher here in the UK. I know you're as excited as I am to hear about this information, and I'll be sharing all that to you today. If you're listening to me and you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead, hit, share this video, like, comment, and that will help this channel a long way. So, I know you're wondering, what are the eligibility? How can I apply? Worry no more. I have other information and I'm sharing it out here today. Now, eligibility for this. Number one, you are going to be a graduate. A graduate of different things. You could be a graduate, or maybe you studied teaching in your home country. That's fine. You could also be, let's say, an engineer who can apply to teach physics, or an engineer who can apply to teach chemistry, or you have your degree in whichever of these things. Okay, you are eligible to apply. Something else, you also have like your GCSE or your WAEC. Depending on what your country have. In Nigeria, it will be your WAEC or your NECO. In some other countries, it will be your GCSE. Those are the two major requirements you do need. You might be required to have some form of teaching experience, but that is not a must. Okay, if you do have that, that is wonderful, good. But if you don't let that stop you from making this application. All right, guys. This is just like a master's degree program as well. It's a level 7 course, like a master's degree program. But the difference is that you are getting this almost free. Yes, you're getting this almost free, because unlike your master's program where you have to pay, the least subject could be around £15,000. On the teacher trainee course, you'll be having courses as low as £9,000, £10,000. And let's say you are getting a course of £9,000 or £10,000. You should also know that you are eligible for bursary and for scholarships. So most of these courses offer scholarship of, let's say, £1,500, £2,500. And you as an international student is also eligible for that. I mean, this is amazing. So if you're getting a course for, let's say, £11,000, you're able to get a scholarship of £1,000. And then, because it's a science course, you get the relocation package from the UK government for £10,000. Guys, please do the maths and tell me, how much are you paying? You're invariably paying nothing. So you're almost getting this free at a platter of gold. So this is something I think you should jump onto. Please don't sit on this. Application for the year 2024 will be open on the 10th of October 2023, and it's only going to be open for a couple of weeks, because by 31st of October 2023 the application will be closing. So you might want to start gathering your documents. You might want to share this video to somebody who you think needs it, and just get ready before the 10th of October 2023 when the application will be open. Now let's get into this application. How do you go about this application? I know you're wondering, you're wanting to know, how do you go about this application? I can give you two sites or two links in which you can access this application. One, you can go directly to the UK government website, which is the gov.uk, And on it, you will find the relocation package promised by the UK. You can find the process of applying for it. And from there, if you keep hitting the buttons, you will eventually get to the point where you will see apply as a teacher trainee from outside the UK. Okay, but if you don't want to go through that process, you can go directly into another site that is called Get Into Teaching. Okay, I'm going to leave the link at the end of this video. Take your phone. It's very easy. It's a very easy application. Type Get Into Teaching. Whenever it opens up, you will see Get Into Teaching as a UK citizen, and then Get Into Teaching as a non-UK citizen from outside the UK. And it's also worthy of note that what I'm sharing today, it's only for England. So if you're looking to come to the UK and you don't want to stay in England, maybe this is not for you, because this program in particularly is for those who are hoping to reside in England. So when you get into the site that says Get Into Teaching, and you go to the column that says Get Into Become a Teacher Trainee as a non-UK citizen, you click that part, and then you just go ahead to submit your biodata, all your requirements, your certificates, your degree, and whatever you're required to submit. After you're done submitting all that, you're going to get a link that transfers it to the Department of Education. Now, on the part of the Department of Education, this is the part where you have to choose what stage do you want to teach. Do you want to teach the primary sector, or do you want to teach the high school or the secondary? It's up to you. There are two stages. You choose, make your choice, whatever you want to teach. And after that, once you've submitted this part of it, guess what, guys? You will be allocated to an advisor, a personal advisor who is going to walk you through this process. As soon as you submit this application, you'll be allocated a personal advisor who is going to be there at your beck and call, walking you through this process. Your advisor is going to help you with arranging every document which you'll be required to have. He's going to help answer all the questions which you have at the minute. He's just going to be there. As much as you're willing to communicate, he's there. Ask your questions and he'll be there to answer them all for you. You should also know that you'll be required to write a personal statement. A personal statement is just detailing why you want to be a teacher in the UK, how you found your passion for teaching. Like it's not a big deal. It's something you can always do. You write a personal statement and you submit all this. Also bear in mind that you'll be expected to provide at least minimum of 2 references. You can have 3 references, fine, but you'll be expected to provide at least 2 references. One of these would be an academic reference, probably from your institution of study, and the other one would be a character reference. I'm sure that's also a walkaway for you to get. And once you have all this and you've submitted your application, then you'll be expected to choose a provider. Okay, I'm listing out the steps you're going to go through just so you know it's a walkaway. Because once you're on the site, you'll also find all this. You'll be expected to choose a provider. This is the point where you're supposed to choose, let's say, your 3 best schools, or the 3 best institutions you would love to attend. Please, please, please take your time to read these schools, because the fees definitely differs. The University of Birmingham might be expecting a different amount to study physics, to become a trainee under physics, and the other school is getting a different amount for a different course. And also keep an eye for the bursaries and the scholarships allocated to these courses, because I mean nobody wants to spend too much if you can actually get some little giveaway, if you know what I mean, guys. So keep an eye while you're doing this application. Under it, there is always a bursary allocated, or 1,005, bursary allocated 2,005. Go for what works for you, and then you choose this. Okay, once you've chosen your 3 providers, then your application can be submitted. And once the application is submitted, you just have to hold on and expect an interview. You'll be booked in for an interview by these 3 schools. Okay, most times these interviews are done online over Microsoft Word and app and Teams and things like that. And after this interview, during the interview, some of the things you'll come across is they might ask you to do a teaching plan. They might ask you to do micro teaching. It's not too difficult. I'm sure it's things anybody who has passion for teaching should be able to do. What I'm trying to explain is just so you don't think it's a difficult process, because at times when you go through them yourself, you're wondering, oh, this looks so rigorous. How am I going to do it? These are very simple things if you're able to follow the steps. I will also mention here that this course is what for a duration of 9 to 12 months. It runs just for a full academic year, 9 to 12 months. And during this 9 to 12 months, it's not just a classroom-based course, okay? It's going to be half in the class and the other half, it's going to be on placement. So you're literally on placement from one school to the other school. It's quite an intense course from those who have done it, but it's rewarding and is worth it. Okay, so you'll be on placement from one school to the other school. You're building your skills, you're coming to terms with their teaching standard and their teaching methods. That is what you'll be doing. And at the end of the 12th year, at the end of the 12th month, you have then they will decide if you've passed or if you failed. Okay, nobody wants to fail, because I'm sure if you go through this process, you work hard and you want to pass. So let's say you've passed. What do you get? You get awarded a PGCE, which is a postgraduate certificate in education in the UK. And once you have this, you are recommended for a QTS, which is your qualified teacher status, which is exactly what you need to land jobs as a teacher here in the UK. So that's it. It's as easy as that. And once you have a QTS here in the UK in any of the science courses, believe me, guys, you don't need to hustle so much, because there are so many jobs offering sponsorship for this, especially for the science courses. You can't run out. There are so many jobs. There is so much of a demand that you can't run out. Just have this. I know one of the questions going on in your mind is, will I be able to come in with my family? I'm going to be real and let you know that before, you could come in with your family, because this is just like coming in for a master's program, except it's way cheaper. Okay, but now, because of the new laws concerning the student visa and dependent, you are not going to be able to come in with your family again. But guys, this is just for 1 year. This is just for 1 year, and it's going to be an intense course anyway. So it's good if you're even alone for the period of 1 year. And at the end of 1 year, once you have this, your degrees are awarded to you, you are going to get yourself a sponsorship. That's it. And that once you have your sponsorship, that's you get a job, then your family can join you. Guys, if you've watched this video till this time and you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. So if you have any questions as regarding everything I have said here, and you're not able to find your answer on the Get Into Teaching website or on the gov.uk website, leave your comments below, or your questions whatsoever. I'm happy enough to read, and I'm happy enough to comment. I'm even open to bring somebody who is presently in this process to share her process and her experiences with you. Just let me know, guys, in the comment section if this is what you want, and I'm willing and happy to help you. I'll be glad if some of you watching this today is able to use this opportunity and get this done and be able to be a teacher here in the UK. Thank you so much for watching, and I love you always. Bye-bye.